we were the first company to launch proper synthetic bristles shaving brushes and also boar shaving brushes. My wife might disagree, she might say that, शादी के time पे भी आपके बाल कम ही थे.
You also appeared in Shark Tank India.
We were the first one. We got a commitment from Ritesh Agarwal as well. But unfortunately, our episode was not aired. So that was a huge disappointment.
And what would be the ideal brand ambassador?
Ranveer Huda is our favorite one. We also have Arjun Rampal.
Pink Woolf. Why this name? Hi friends. So today, welcome to yet another podcast of eCommerce Talk with WebBee. And today I am here and wanted to present you a very experienced, knowledgeable person here, Mr. Subodh. Subodh runs a company called Pink Woolf. Why don't you introduce yourself and the company to us?
Abhishek ji, thank you so much for inviting me for this podcast and along with Dipesh, Bob and everybody else. Thank you so much. So my background is very stereotypical in the sense that I spent about 22 years in the corporate space in ITAS, BPO jobs in India and elsewhere as well. And in between, I faced shaving issues, which led to irritation, razor burns, etc. So this is 2010, 2011 when I was in Chennai, and I was using mask, produce shaving products. So that experience taught me that shaving products, there's an issue in the shaving products.
Yeah.
So I found a solution after talking to a dermatologist, and everything was fine. But उस समय हिम्मत नहीं थी कि we could start a company of our own. A few years later थोड़े से बाल कम हुए, थोड़ा सा weight कम हुआ, और उसके बाद थोड़ी सी हिम्मत भी आई. तो then we said let's launch Pink Woolf. So Pink Woolf is a healthy grooming, men's grooming brand, focusing on shaving and skincare.
Can you tell us some of the challenges you faced when you were actually identified in 2012 as you mentioned? क्या एक्चुअली challenges थे जो आपको मतलब क्या गैप लगा उसमें?
तो गैप ये था अभिषेक जी कि जो प्रॉब्लम्स है रेजर इरिटेशन, रेजर बर्न्स, पिगमेंटेशन वगैरह की, it was quite widespread, but nobody actually acknowledged it. So part of the reason it happens is because मैं यूज कर रहा था शेविंग फोम जिसके अंदर प्रोपेन है, ब्यूटेन है, जो पेट्रोल में भी मिलता है.
अच्छा, ओके.
देन उसके बाद आफ्टर शेव्स हैं जिसमें अल्कोहल है, तो मतलब जलेगा. But the biggest culprit was कि जो razor है आपका. So I used 3 blade or 5 blade. Now the first blade cuts your facial hair. Right. The second, third, fourth, fifth जो भी है वो स्किन की एपिडर्मिस को धीरे-धीरे थिन करते रहते हैं. जितना वो थिन करेंगे उतना आपकी इरिटेशन बढ़ेगी. And on top of that, if you're applying propane, butane, alcohol, it's just gonna make your skin go bad. So the solution I was told was, you need to go forward in time. You need to go back in time. You start using things which our parents and grandparents used. So shaving brush, single edge safety razor, and shaving soap or shaving cream. अच्छे वाला जो shaving cream है, ठीक है. And then prepare your skin as well with a pre-shave oil or whatever. तो उस समय चैलेंज मैं था 2011 में चेन्नई में, और उस समय चैलेंज था कि ये सब चीज़ें मेरे को नहीं मिली वहाँ पे. Fortunately, मैं ट्रैवल कर रहा था तो वहाँ से मैं बाहर से मैं लेके आ गया, and I realized the huge difference in quality in everything जो है. And that's when this idea started. So I started experimenting कि और क्या क्या चीज़ें कर सकते हैं, मतलब shaving creams में, shaving soap में, shaving brushes में. तो shaving brush में, for example, there are 5 different types of bristles available worldwide, but India में सिर्फ एक ही मिलता है, nylon का. So then we were the first company to launch proper synthetic bristles shaving brushes and also boar shaving brushes.
And then you all had all this corporate experience of 22 years.
Right, yeah.
Your hairs get thin and you get more wiser. And then you started this company.
Yeah, so my wife might disagree, she might say that, शादी के time पे भी आपके बाल कम ही थे. But the thing was कि I started off in operations in GE Capital. Okay.
Great. And then you created a company called Pink Woolf. Why this name?
To us, Pink Woolf means 2 different things. The wolf represents the strength and intelligence of a man. Okay. But the pink represents things like culture, values, integrity, tradition, which are the softer sides of a man.
Right.
Okay. If you combine both of these together, you actually get a complete man. तो you can't say that a man is only one mono direction, you know, कि सिर्फ झल्ला ही है, ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते आप. You know, a man is also cultured है, उसमें traditions है, values है. Just that our society looks at men in a different way. So we want to break that stereotypical thought that most of us
and
have.
that's how you also operate. I think your wife and your kid is also, like son is also part of your.
Yeah.
So what do you do? I mean, what is your role in the company and what is her and your son role here?
So if you look at but let's talk about the wife first. If you look at the fragrances available for men in the market. Women की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं because women के लिए बहुत सारे fragrances available हैं, ठीक है. But अगर आप men का देखें तो there are only 3 fragrances: lime, lavender, musk. Unfortunately, same fragrances are also available in toilet cleaners and in floor fresheners,
Right.
room fresheners.
Same, exactly. Yeah.
So the first thing we did was based on Stuti's suggestion is that, you know, our fragrances need to define who we are. The first fragrance we launched was oud and sandalwood.
Okay.
Sandalwood तो सभी को पता है, ठीक है. Then we went up to sea buckthorn and aloe vera.
Right.
Then we went up to much more aquatic, oceanic blue. And the last one we have is a neroli and mandarin, which is like an orange. तो different exotic fragrances निकाले और वही चीज जो है customers smell करके वो वापस आते हैं बार-बार जो है.
Yeah. Also tell us about the different marketplaces and different channels you use to sell your product. I mean, and the different market, for example, Indian or overseas. So give us the entire outlook of yours, like which channel do you use for your products to sell more.
So we are currently present on our own website,
which is
pinkwoolf.com. And then we also have a presence through different marketplaces.
Right.
And then we launched in US last April by ourselves. So you have Amazon.com. So Amazon.com has been, and then we also launched in October in Blinkit.
Yeah.
Then 3 months before that in Zepto as well.
Yeah.
So we have a very limited presence. So earlier, Abhishek ji, what was happening is we were present in 15 plus marketplaces.
Right.
And we were not getting anything right.
Yeah.
Then we decided that, you know, we gotta focus it to only 3 or 4, which are driving about 90% of our sales. उनको penetrate करते
So
हैं.
cut down the number of channels.
Absolutely.
Because of what?
Because of lack of focus.
Yeah.
See, with the entrepreneurs, I'm sure you must have experienced the same thing.
Yeah.
Focus and self-doubt are 2 friends or enemies of each other. Okay. So we have gone through several times, you know, of these 2 guys not talking to each other, etc. And one of the things we realized is that we have limited time. We have to focus on where the customer gets the best value, not in trying to be happy, you know, available or happy for everyone.
Anything else you have done in the last, which actually you have? So one is you said you're working on a US marketplace, Blinkit, and Indian marketplaces also, and your website.
Absolutely, yeah. So between these 3, these 4 channels, I think we are focusing pretty much equally. You know, I would give a bit more preference to Amazon and Blinkit.
And that is Amazon US or India?
Both.
Which market, which country has grown? Like you see more of potential for a budding entrepreneur?
US. Sorry, for a budding.
For budding or like anything you want to share? Like which is preferred market for you?
I mean, we prefer between Amazon US, Amazon India, and Blinkit. I would prefer all 3 equally because all 3 have good options to grow.
Yeah.
And rapidly, okay. And that's exactly what we're doing. You know, one by one.
Isn't US a bit complicated market to penetrate?
Not complicated. The gateway, the barriers to entry are a little bit high. You have an upfront cost in terms of shipping, costs, etc. Ad costs well. But at the same time, if you have a value product, anyone in the world likes a value product. So, you know, the market, you have to have strength. You have to have the courage to sustain it for some time.
Yeah.
And good results will come to you.
Yeah, and also we had a side chat earlier. You also mentioned something like start small but start fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to mention something here? I mean, you mentioned there was a friend of yours who has mentioned something.
Hanji. Alok Arora, one of my batchmates from IMT, and he, you know, so he is a successful entrepreneur with the company New Pay. So I met him before I started Pink Woolf just to get some tidbits. So one of the things he said, and which is still with me, is don't wait for the product to be perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to launch, just launch it.
Right.
The reason is, he gave an old example that we worked for about 6 months to
Right.
try to make the product perfect.
Uh-huh.
We launched it.
Hmm.
6 months after that, because of customer expectation, customer feedback, etc., the product had entirely changed.
Right.
So the customer will give you feedback.
Hmm.
कि क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, over there. And that's, I find it so true. Even today, when we have a new product, we send it out to a few of our paying customers
Yeah.
who are in different parts of the country.
ठीक है.
तो उनका जो feedback है, हमें we are getting it from a hot and humid climate, we're getting it from an extreme cold climate, we're getting it from a plain climate, every different climate. And then we'll take 3-4 months to figure out the feedback, make changes, and then launch it. When we launch it, it is like 90% perfect.
आप कैसे फीडबैक लेते हैं? क्या आप वेबसाइट पे लिस्ट करते हैं? मतलब थोड़ा सा और डीप में जाएंगे? फीडबैक के लिए क्या क्या कर रखा है आपने?
हम फोन कॉल करते हैं कस्टमर्स को, हम ईमेल्स भेजते हैं, हम व्हाट्सएप करते
तो
हैं,
कुछ सैंपल बनाते हैं फिर वो सेल करते हैं?
हाँ,
आपको
और
कुछ
सैंपल भी होते हैं,
हाँ.
हमारे पास सैंपल्स भी हैं. But the biggest powerful thing we have, and you'll find it on the web as well. Some of our customers have been very kind.
Uh-huh.
So even today, I personally write a letter to each customer.
Also tell us the initial products you created when you started this company. क्या initial product बनाए and how has it fared over the years?
So we launched with a one fragrance, Oud and Sandalwood. उसके हमने pre-shave oil, shaving cream, shaving soap, वो launch किया, after shave balm जो है. That's a non-alcoholic balm. Then we also launched a shaving brush, board and synthetic fiber.
ठीक है.
And then we also launched a safety razor.
And that was in year?
This is 2019
Okay.
जो है.
ठीक है.
आज तक वो सारे products अभी तक चल रहे हैं.
हाँ.
And we've had multiple iterations, multiple variations, but we have not changed the formulation. Okay, at all. They remain as I think the aftershave we have changed based on customer feedback, but everything else has remained exactly the same. And the reason is, if it's working, why change it?
Yeah.
Right. So any change we bring about is in the new products, not in the existing ones.
Right. Great. And I mean over the years आप अपनी वेबसाइट पे सेल करते हैं मार्केटप्लेस और जैसे आपने बताया कि कॉमर्स में Blinkit. तो how do you want? I mean all three prefer. Isn't it a bit operational heavy? I mean Blinkit का सेलिंग का तरीका अलग है, मार्केटप्लेस का अलग है, वेबसाइट का completely different है.
बिल्कुल आप पूछिए हमारे, मतलब पिछले 4-5 दिन से we just sent out about I think total 50 cartons across Amazon India, Amazon US and Blinkit. And there's 10 more going out in the next 4 days to Blinkit warehouses. So it's a challenge.
क्या क्या चैलेंज होता है, उसको कैसे आप फेयर अप करते हैं? मतलब एग्जैक्टली बताएं तो ऑपरेशन तो चैलेंज है ही ऑब्वियसली, बट व्हाट इज द एक्चुअल चैलेंज इन ऑपरेशंस?
So number one is each of the marketplace or area where we send has a different need.
ठीक है.
In terms of billing, invoicing, आपकी appointment वगैरह जो है. So that's the easy part, right? And then is the requirement of putting labels on each of them. Some of them are okay with EAN, some of them need UPC, some of them need a particular ASIN label, could be anything.
Correct.
तो हर एक का
Packaging requirement different होगी.
then उसके बाद packaging है. Some of them need the exact item in each box numbered and marked. Some of them require the total number of boxes. So it's a different thing. So earlier we used to be quite hassled, but then we say कि इसका simple तरीका है first in first out. ठीक है ना? Make the total requirements based on demand, and then get one thing done out of the way. Then we start the paperwork.
Anything else you have observed in terms of different marketing things for, I mean obviously for quick commerce or marketplace website, I mean उनका marketing selling का तरीका भी अलग है.
बिल्कुल.
उसमें how do you challenge yourself or how do you take the challenge in improving your sales?
So platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra have a different idea of marketing.
And the growth rate is also different, na? I mean,
I
mean some of them are very aggressive in selling, some of them are not. और वेबसाइट पे तो अपनी मर्जी से कर सकते हैं.
Amazon does a great job in terms of helping and facilitating sellers to expand nationwide.
Right.
Through APOBs, GSTs, सारी support देगा वो. ठीक है. Flipkart has just recently begun to do that. In the last 6-7 months, I've seen them become a bit more aggressive in getting different what do you call ABOVs to it. Myntra is a little bit slow on this, but that's fine. That's their nature. Okay. In terms of quick commerce, it's difficult to get something. So between we are not present on Swiggy Instamart. We are present on Zepto in Bangalore, Chennai, and Bombay, and Pune as well. We are present in Blinkit in NCR. So one of our products is available full NCR, and the other one is available in South Delhi.
Okay.
So in terms of transparency and simplicity, I mean Blinkit is by far miles ahead.
So you like Blinkit in that terms?
I don't have
like
Blinkit
means as a business, like
as a business, yeah.
Great. And tell me some of the feedback you got from your customers in terms of your product. I mean, you've been working since, first product you launched in 2019.
Right. So for a product where we had to use education a lot, like a pre-shave oil. So pre-shave oil, just to explain, is applied before you start shaving. So the whole funda is that you wash your face with warm water, make it soft. Then you apply a pre-shave oil, and then you leave it, while you're trying to lather. Or if you want to apply a shaving foam, that's absolutely fine. So for a product like pre-shave oil, where we have to educate and then market, the feedback has been that it is the only oil which actually does not leave, there's no residue left on my hands or my face after shaving.
Yeah.
It actually enables the razor to go through a glide. वो ग्लाइड करते हुए आराम से स्मूथ करता है, ठीक है, and my irritation is gone, completely gone. Okay. For an established product like a shaving cream, which men are aware, or a shaving brush, the feedback has been that, so shaving cream का जो है, a little amount of the shaving cream that we make gives you a very rich and thick lather. That thick lather then prevents the razor to give any kind of cut or inflammation to your skin. Along with that, you also get this fragrance of oud and sandalwood. And that's what customers appreciate. My actually face feels completely moisturized. तो वो feedback मिलता है हमें. Shaving brush में मिलता है कि आपका जो different levels है ना कि we have an entry level shaving brush at 22 millimeter knot. To give you an idea, the most available shaving brush in the market is 20 mm knot. The reason that 20 mm or 22 mm makes a difference is
what
because...
What is 22 mm knot?
So, let's say this is a shaving brush, the knot where the bristles come out, right? That's 20 mm. So what happens is 20 mm will give you some sort of stiffness, but not a lot.
Okay.
22 will give you more strength. 25 will give you even more strength. 28 will give you the best.
So it covers a bigger area of your
bigger area. And then the more your bristles are there, they will obviously cost more. But at the same time, your shaving pleasure is entirely different.
Right. So 20 and 25 and 22. Yeah, great.
Absolutely.
So that's the feedback you got.
उसके लिए जो है ना, so we have an entry level shaving brush at 200 rupees.
Okay.
Our most expensive one is 1,500. We call it the Blue Monster. Okay. And
so what from Monster now?
Absolutely. So to give you an idea, this is the Blue Monster shaving brush. So this is a 28 millimeter, what do you call, synthetic fiber. This one is a 28 millimeter bore brush.
Okay.
Okay. And each of them has a different personality. Iske maroon hai, so this one, and they're both ready to use straight away from the box itself. Okay. But the reason this is 1,500, this one is 1,000 is because this one will probably last 10, 20 years with you, and this one will probably last like at the same time. You don't need to look at any other shaving brush after this. So while the upfront cost may be high, the value that it gives you over the next several years.
Yeah, and the pleasure also for shaving it.
It's a pleasurable thing when you combine it with a shaving soap.
Should we some of your other products?
Sure.
And thank you for displaying this for our viewers here.
Not at all. This is our safety razor. This is the close comb.
Like our parents.
हाँ जी,
Yeah.
बिल्कुल.
Great. And this is
So,
heavy
yeah,
also, right?
It's heavy.
Yeah.
This one is 86 grams.
Yeah.
And what that allows is a lot of, this is the entry level shaving brush.
Mhm.
So if you compare it to, you can see the difference in the thickness.
Yeah.
22 millimeter, 28 millimeter.
Correct.
ठीक है, bristles भी different है इसके.
Uh-huh.
Right. Then you have the shaving cream. जो है, तो स्मेल कीजिए.
Great.
तो
Sandalwood.
सैंडलवुड.
हाँ.
तो शेविंग क्रीम आपको इंडिया में सारी की सारी ट्यूब में मिलती है.
हाँ.
ठीक.
Yeah, that's an advantage of doing a podcast as a male. We can say in the same language. Obviously, the design has been created by a female.
बिल्कुल.
The fragrance, but still.
Absolutely. ये हमारा आफ्टर शेव बाम है, ओद एंड सैंडलवुड का. And then
Aftershave balm.
हाँ जी.
Which is like a aftershave.
Aftershave.
lotion,
हाँ.
हाँ.
Yeah. ये हमारा शेविंग सोप है, ओद एंड सैंडलवुड का.
So what's the difference between this and the cream?
So it's a personal preference. This one will last a little bit longer than this one. But in terms of more, so this one has essential oils. This one has a mixture of ingredients which are made in the lab as well. But in terms of lather quality, they're both exactly the same. See, problem Abhishek ji ये है कि India में ना everybody wants to focus.
And what's that?
सेम pre-shave oil, body wash की है.
अच्छा, दिखाना.
ये जो है, अच्छा ये हमारा रेवोल्यूशनरी प्रोडक्ट था. तो फिटकरी मालूम है?
हाँ बिल्कुल.
तो फिटकरी आपको मिलती है स्क्वायर एंगल उसमें जो
हाँ.
है. तो हमने इसको इसमें लॉन्च किया.
अच्छा.
जो है.
And this is do the
You can आप शेप करने के बाद जो है, right? तो
Yeah.
we sold out and then we ran into some supplier problems. तो इसको वापस कर रहे हैं. But this was a super hit.
Yeah.
Within 1 month we completely sold out जो है. तो इसको लेके आएंगे. But these kind of innovative products which are good for the skin is what we want to focus on.
Yeah.
See, if you look at the Indian market, you've got mass, premium and luxury.
Yeah.
If you look at the women's market, it's got everything.
Yeah.
Premium भी है, mass भी है, luxury भी है. Men's वाले में सिर्फ mass है.
Right.
Everybody says कि हम premium कर रहे हैं, but it's not premium. Anything over.
And how do you find mass, premium, luxury? क्या actually?
So the way I would
I mean,
define.
obviously it is a mass market.
So let's take shaving brush.
1.4 billion people.
हाँ, तो shaving brush ये आपका mass product हो गया. But ये आपका luxury product है. ठीक है, 1500 का है. ये आपका premium product है. ये क्योंकि 1000 का है. So anything between 200 to 1000, I would say is premium. 200 and less is mass, and 1000 plus is आपका luxury जो है. Okay. For the men's part. Same may not apply in a women's beauty and personal care.
Okay.
ठीक है. तो if you look at the men's shaving market, everything is less than 200 rupees.
Right.
Everything. 200 to 1000 में कुछ है ही नहीं आपको. And that's where we have positioned ourselves. All our products are 350, 400, 600 and so on, because that's the spot where nobody cares for the Indian male premium market.
Even male don't care for themselves, right?
Males, so that's the worst part. That's the worst part. Before we started, we actually did a survey amongst my friends कि जब आप शेविंग क्रीम जो है वो कैसे लाते हो, तो 97% रिस्पॉन्डेड की या तो बीवी गई है, उसको बोल दे शेविंग क्रीम, तो वो फोन करके पूछेगी कि कौन सा वाली लानी है, जिसमें भी फ्री या ज्यादा मिल रहा हो.
Okay.
मतलब 70 ग्राम है, उसमें अगर 30 ग्राम एक्स्ट्रा मिल रहा है तो वो ले लो, या 30% एक्स्ट्रा है तो वो ले लो. So that kind of response.
And I mean, you also appeared in Shark Tank India. You want to share something of your?
It was a lovely experience. We were there for a week. Both our kids were there as well.
Yeah.
And my son was actually studying in Bombay, and my daughter traveled with us. So on the last day, Friday, September 30th, 2024. Okay. We were the first one. We got a commitment from Ritesh Agarwal as well, equity and debt. Unfortunately, so when we came back, we begged, borrowed and stole, and we ensured that we have every product available. ताकि 2x, 3x, 4x जो भी number था. But unfortunately, our episode was not aired. So that was a huge disappointment. But otherwise, in terms of and the second disappointment was that despite our several follow-ups with Sony TV, Shark Tank team, and the investors, we never got a clear answer as to why it was not aired.
Yeah.
Okay, but in terms of our experience of that 1 week we were there, it was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tell me some of the experience, like more into like what? More like personal experience or more like business? You actually learned something new.
Both of them.
Yeah.
So we used to explain Pink Woolf in like this.
Too many people. Yeah.
Too many people,
Yeah.
different things. Okay,
Yeah.
so they had these copywriters, they had these brand people, they had these producers who
Mm.
came and said, you need to cut it down. You need to make sure that it is within these many seconds.
Be clear in your explaining your company, like
Absolutely,
that's
ठीक है.
great, हाँ.
पूरी स्टोरी जो है वो
हाँ.
3 मिनट के अंदर जो है वो समझाना ये करना है. Then small things like how you're going to present yourself, how you're going to walk, and how you're going to talk as well. वो सारा जो है from a business side and from a personal side. So plus, I mean, we had several long hours with them, but they made sure that we were comfortable despite those long hours.
Yeah. Thanks, and then the last part of the podcast, the rapid fire questions.
All right.
Great. Pre-shave oil versus shaving cream. Which sells more? Shaving cream, because it's an established product.
It's an established product.
And that's great. And one word that describes your brand.
Trust.
And what would be the ideal brand ambassador? For you.
Oh, बहुत सारे हैं. Ranveer Huda is our favorite one, who can be definitely looked at. But then we also have Arjun Rampal. इस तरह के जो है.
Why Ranveer Huda and why Arjun Rampal?
They both have a very quiet demeanor.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not loud. They're not very quiet.
Yeah.
They're somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
And they have their presence itself. They don't speak a lot, right? But their presence demands respect.
Great. And if you had to choose one, quick commerce versus marketplaces versus your own website?
Tough one. Very tough one. I think the marketplace will still rule the rules for the next few years. Quick commerce is definitely coming up quite a lot. Website will continue to have its challenges. But at the moment, I would say marketplaces. Because that's the.
But that gets you order, because that actually bulk of the orders, right?
Absolutely.
Ads versus influencers, which performs better?
Influencers.
So that's great, and thank you so much for being here, Subodh ji, and really nice speaking with you. Hope you enjoyed.
Thank you so much, Abhishek ji, for welcoming me.
Thank you.